Well, hello everybody, and welcome to my Pokemon Blue Let's Play, the first episode. Let's Play, playthrough, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, this is going to be my playthrough of Blue. I've never actually beaten a Kanto game before, and so I thought I could go ahead and just document my actual playthrough. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it real quick, and then I got a couple things that might be a little different that I think will make this playthrough a little interesting. So we'll just go ahead and get into it, and then I can explain more as we progress. So let's go. Hello there. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People call me the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited by creatures called Pokemon. For some people, Pokemon are pets. Others use them for fights. Myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. First, what is your name? Alright, so we're going to go ahead. We're just going to name myself Brady. Alright. Their name is Brady? There was no question mark there. This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you were a baby. What was his name again? So, we're going to go ahead and we are going to name our rival James. I was kind of thinking before recording exactly what my rival should be, because 9 times out of 10 when I play through this game, I just end up naming my rival like something simple, like Blue. Normally I go by whatever their like designated name is in canon, if that's what you want to call it. But I was thinking of what is a good rival for me, and James was a so-called rival in preschool. I can remember this being the first person that I ever was not a huge fan of. So, we're just going to go ahead and name him James. I think it's kind of fun. That's right. I remember now. His name is James. Brady. Your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon await. Let's go. Alright. Yeah, go ahead and let's just get into it. Let's talk a little bit about the playthrough. So in this playthrough, number 1, which we can actually go ahead and change the options. Of course, I am going to go ahead. We're going to set the battle style to set. It's just kind of a very easy way to make it a little bit more difficult. Another, what's the word? Restriction that I'm putting on myself is going to be, I'm only allowing myself to use the same amount of Pokemon that each gym leader has. That's kind of a standard thing. I like to do that in the games, just on my own time too. But there is one big restriction that I'm wanting to put myself on, and I might show this on screen. I don't know exactly how I'm going to edit this, but we are not allowing ourselves, well, I should preface why we're doing this. I kind of want to play this game like it's the 90s, like this game came out in 1998. We're not allowed to use the internet at all for this Let's Play. Everything, or every piece of information that I get is going to come from a official, actually, let me grab this real quick. That way I can just read it instead of trying to remember what exactly. It is the Nintendo Power official player's guide for Pokemon Red and Blue. I went ahead, it don't have the original one, but I do have a printout that I have of all of them. I put it into this binder. I think it's pretty cool. But this is going to be the only resource that I am allowed to use for the foreseeable future when playing this game. So, I think that might be kind of fun. I think it might shed some light, or I guess just make some things a little interesting. So we're gonna go ahead and just get into it. Let's go ahead. Okay, a classic thing. We're gonna go withdraw this potion from the PC, and yeah, this will be interesting. The furthest I've ever gotten into a Kanto game is, I believe, the Team Rocket's hideout, which we'll get into. But it'll be really cool to actually sit down and beat a game, especially for my first Pokemon playthrough on this channel, being blue. I think it'd be kind of cool. Right, all boys leave home someday. Said so on TV. Professor Oak next door is looking for you. There's a movie on TV. 4 boys are walking on railroad tracks. I better get going too. I better get going too. I don't know. But yeah, I thought it would be kind of cool. So let's go ahead. We're gonna play a little coy right here. We're gonna talk. I like talking to everybody, and so that's what we're gonna do. There we go. I'm raising Pokemon too. When they get strong, they can protect me. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Hi, Brady. James is out at Grandpa's lab. Yeah, but I thought James was kind of a fitting name. I don't really have a whole lot of people that I dislike nowadays, but I just remember James being the first person that I did not get along with. Like a core memory of mine. Yo, Brady, Gramps isn't around. Alright. I study Pokemon as Professor Oak's aide. You're just gonna say the same thing. Professor Oak is the authority on Pokemon. Many Pokemon trainers hold him in high regard. We're gonna see too how the audio is on this. I had to kind of turn the audio up because I am going to be talking a little bit quieter, just because it's late. I just got off of work. I did a closing shift today, and people are asleep in the house. So I gotta make sure that I'm not being too loud. Hey, wait! Don't go out. Do 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 do. It's unsafe. Wild Pokemon live in tall grass. You need your own Pokemon for your protection. I know. Here, come with me. Gramps, I'm fed up with waiting. James, let me think. Oh, that's right. I told you to come. Just wait. Here, Brady. There are 3 Pokemon here. Aha! They are inside the Pokeballs. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon trainer. In my old age, I have only 3 left, but you can have 1. Choose. Hey, Gramps, what about me? Be patient, James. You can have 1 too. Alright, so we have the, I guess, classic, the infamous, there we go, the infamous choice between 3 starters. We have Charmander, the lizard Pokemon. The fire type obviously prefers hot places. When it rains, it's said to spout steam is said to spout from the tip of its tail. So, you want the fire Pokemon Charmander? No. The second one is Bulbasaur, the seed Pokemon. A strange seed was planted on its back at birth. The plant sprouts and grows with this Pokemon. And then, do I want the plant Pokemon Bulbasaur? I do not. That leaves 1 Pokemon left. Squirtle, the tiny turtle Pokemon. And the water type. After birth, its back swells and hardens into a shell. Powerfully sprays foam from its mouth. Do you want the water type Pokemon Squirtle? I do. Yeah, this Pokemon is really energetic. Brady received a Squirtle. Do you want to give a nickname to Squirtle? Yes, absolutely. So we are going to name Squirtle, because he is the tiny turtle Pokemon. His name is Tiny. I think that's a good contrast to his final evolution, too. Kind of humorous. I'll take this one, then. James received a Bulbasaur. Alright. Yeah, I decided to choose Squirtle. Number one, I think it's kind of fitting for Pokemon Blue version. And also, I don't know. I feel like Charmander gets a lot of hype. Bulbasaur, I think, gets a lot of hype. And I like Squirtle. Squirtle is my favorite of the three. So I thought that would just be a good option. So let's go ahead and talk to... My Pokemon looks a lot stronger. Go ahead and go. Alright, wait, Brady. Let's check out our Pokemon. Come on, I'll take you on. Team sent out Bulbasaur. Alright, so let's go ahead. I do think I'm going to start off with 2 Tail Whips, and then we'll see what goes on. Alright. 1 tackle. You're going to use 2 tackle, or you're going to use Growl next? Alright, 2 tackle. Alright, I think from there, we should be... Ooh, this actually might be kind of close. We're definitely Speed Tide. Ooh, this could be close. 1 crit and... Alright, yeah, we're good. Oh, tackle every time. That doesn't normally happen. Okay. Cool. Easy victory. Tiny's first victory. Alright. Level 6. Beautiful. Alright. Brady defeated James. What? Unbelievable. I picked the wrong Pokemon. Alright. We got 175 credits. Okay. I'll make my Pokemon fight to toughen it up. Brady, Gramps. Smell you later. Alright. So let's go ahead and just continue. Well, let's see what does Oak have to say, actually. Brady, raise your young Pokemon by making it fight. Thank you, Oak. I appreciate your words of wisdom. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely think it would be really fun too in this playthrough. I have never actually completed a Pokedex ever in my, like, what, 15 years of playing Pokemon? That's crazy. 15 years of playing Pokemon? That's insane, actually. That's crazy. Hold on, my cat wants inside. Alright. Yeah, sometimes I think my cat just wants to be in places that he's not supposed to be in, because I have my door closed. But yeah, I would really like to complete a Pokedex. I think that'd be really fun. And just interesting to do. And I think there's some cool things that I have access to a lot of... I have access to some things that I think would make it kind of fun in order to do it. Where's Rattata? Oh, and now, of course, you want out, don't you? Yep, you do. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and let little Winksy out. Come on. Go. Go. But yeah. I think it would be really, really interesting to do. And it's just cool. And it would be kind of cool to kind of do that, at least for the first 2 generations. I don't know. Because I do wanted this to be a long form series, right? Or not one series, but I'd like to... I'm thinking a little ahead. I'd really like to play through each and every game from start to finish. And complete the decks and do whatever. I think that would just be fun to document. But, yeah, I don't know. I do not know. Oh, but one thing, I don't know if you guys can notice yet, or have noticed, but I am actually playing this game right now on a... Well, I'm playing on a legitimate cartridge, for one, which I'm not... Tiny grew to level 7. I'm not hating on anybody who doesn't do that. Hold on. Hi, I work at the Pokemart. It's a convenient shop, so please visit us in Viridian City. I know. I'll give you a sample. Here you go. Alright. But I know, what do you call it? It's not a big deal if you don't. I don't really care. But, I am playing on a legitimate cartridge, and I'm also playing with my Nintendo 64. So, right now I actually have it hooked up to my Nintendo 64, which is going to my TV, which is being recorded. So, oh, there's the infamous sprite. But yeah. So I'm playing on legitimate hardware, and because I'm doing that, that allows me to do some stuff that you couldn't really do with an emulator. And I think what I'm probably going to do is I am going to play through this game, right? I'm going to play through Pokemon Blue on the channel and upload videos and whatever. And then on my own time, I think I am going to play through Pokemon Red, because I have access to that as well. So that would make completing the dex a lot easier. And I don't know. I really like the idea of doing that. I don't know. At least for right now. We'll see how I feel in a couple weeks' time whenever I'm having to put in double the hours on playing a Pokemon game. But I do love me some Pokemon. Okay. Trainer tips. The battle moves of Pokemon are limited by their power points, PP. To replenish PP, rest your tired Pokemon at a Pokemon Center. Alright, let's go ahead. That's kind of good tutorial. It tells you, oh, go to a Poke Center, and then there's one right in front of you. Good way to introduce the player, right? Welcome to the Pokemon Center. We heal your Pokemon back to perfect health. Shall we heal your Pokemon? Okay, we'll need your Pokemon. Alright, thank you. Your Pokemon are fighting fit. We hope to see you again. There's a Pokemon Center in every town ahead. They don't charge any money either. Nice. Pokemon Centers heal your tired, hurt, or fainted Pokemon. You can use that PC in the corner. The receptionist told me so. So kind. Alright. So we got all that going on. That is cool. You want to know about the two kinds of caterpillar Pokemon? Yes. Caterpie has no poison, but Weedle does. Watch out for its poison sting. Nice. Very nice a lot. But yeah, I don't know. It will be, it'll just be interesting to play through the original game. Hey, you came from Pallet Town? You know Professor Oak, right? His order came in. Will you take it to him? And Brady got Oak's parcel. Alright. No! Potions are all sold out! This shop sells many antidotes. Can I talk to him to buy stuff? Okay, say hi to Professor Oak for me. Okay, I guess not. But yeah, I don't know, I just, I don't know. It's just, I don't know where I'm going with that, honestly. I was gonna say something, and I kind of lost my train of thought. I'm a little tired right now, truthfully. I just did a full, like, 9-hour shift, roughly. Not necessarily, like, a full 9-hour shift. Like, 8 hours, 30 minutes, something like that, without my break. But, I'm just a little out of it. A little tired, but I really wanted to sit down. I finally got my setup for recording kind of figured out. And I got my mic set up in a much better spot where my audio... I did a test recording the other day where I played through a little part of the game, and I had some issues with just, like, getting things set up, and I think I got it all kind of, well, Tiny Learned Bubble. I think I kind of got it all flattened out, smoothed out. Yeah, I can't think of words right now. But yeah, so I just wanted to play for like an hour or so. There it is. So one thing about this Pidgey spray, I remember back being a kid. I don't know how old I was, but I remember there was this website. It was called I think it was called playr.com. It doesn't exist anymore. But I remember it was a oh, didn't mean to do that. It was a website where you could load it up, and it had a bunch of like Game Boy. I think it was mostly Game Boy Color games, just the ROMs on the website. And I remember I was very interested in it, so I booted up Pokemon Blue. The website also, it would allow you to like actually create save states and like save your progress, and it was actually pretty cool. I really enjoyed it. But I remember very vividly booting up the game, playing through, getting my starter from Professor Oak, doing all that, and then walking out to the grass. And I remember the first Pokemon that I saw was Pidgey, and that specific sprite. And I remember thinking to myself, oh my god, that is so ugly. Why? I'm not playing this game. This looks so bad. And I don't know. I just think it's kind of funny. That's my earliest memory of Pokemon, just the first generation of Pokemon. Oh, Brady. How's my old Pokemon? Well, it seems to like you a lot. You must be talented as a Pokemon trainer. What? You have something for me? And then I delivered Oak's parcel. Ah, this is the custom Pokeball I ordered. Thank you. Gramps. A little hair flick going on. What did you call me for? Oh, right. I have a request of you two. On the desk, there is my invention, Pokedex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Brady and James, take these with you. Then Brady got a Pokedex from Oak to make a complete guide on all the Pokemon in the world. That was my dream. But I'm too old. I can't do it. So I want you two to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two. This is a great undertaking in Pokemon history. Alright, Gramps. Leave it all to me. Brady, I hate to say it, but I don't need you. I know. I'll borrow a town map from my sis. I'll tell her not to lend you one. Brady, ha ha ha. Do 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 do. Alright. So let's go ahead. Let's go to this. Grandpa asked you to run an errand? Here. This will help you. Use a town map to find out where you are. Alright. And I like also to, like, just as we go, kind of just knocking out all the Mon, leveling up. And eventually, well, you'll see eventually, but I don't really have a strict team in mind for the playthrough. I kind of wanted it to naturally kind of be built instead of pre-planning it out like I have for a lot of my playthroughs of like, well, I'll catch this guy here and this guy here and this guy here, and then I'll train him up, and then I'll trade him out. I'll trade this one out for this one at this specific time. Like, just, I don't know. I think it might make a little bit more of a genuine experience to just kind of catch the Mon that I like and use them. And I know Generation 1 is not a hard game, so it's not like we have to min-max. We really shouldn't have to do that for any playthrough, but... Alright. Oh, and if you guys are curious on how exactly, because I think I said I'm using the N64, but I didn't really elaborate at all. Besides that, so you actually can play off Pokemon Stadium your cartridge. So I have a Nintendo 64. I have a transfer pack, I think is what it's called, and then I have my game plugged into the transfer pack. And Pokemon Stadium itself has a option to play your Game Boy games on the console itself, and that's why it has the little border around it right now, is because I think the aspect ratio and stuff changes, which I believe the border is actually from the Super Nintendo, or the Super Game Boy cartridge from the Super Nintendo. I think that's what it originally is from, but I think it has a little bit of charm to it, if I say so myself. And even if I didn't want it there, it's kind of stuck there. But for right now, it works. This setup will work for the first 2 generations, and then I'll have to figure something else out once I get to Generation 3. But hopefully I can milk the first 2 generations for as long as possible before I have to do anything like that. I don't know, we'll see. But honestly, I might go ahead and end this episode here. I don't know. Because, like, I want each episode to be... Yeah, I think this might be a good spot. I really do. Just because each episode, I think, shouldn't be any longer than a half hour. And I don't really think there's a whole lot that I'm going to be cutting out of this episode. So, yeah. So we're going to go ahead, I think. Let's go ahead and save real quick. And I think we are going to end it here. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. If you are enjoying this series, I know we really haven't done a whole lot quite yet. But, if you're excited to see this series, if you enjoy my commentary or whatever, go ahead and just leave a like. And if, let's just say, I don't know, this is 5 years in the future or whatever, and you have been going through my catalog of videos and you're enjoying them, consider subscribing. I think it would mean a lot to me. Well, I don't just think, I know it would mean a lot to me. And, yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.